Welcome to another edition of 314 Radio Podcast. I'm your host, like always, Walter Salcido, along with the IE King, Bobby Green. In studio, we also have our MMA analyst here, David Canales, who's going to join us in.
What's up?
But Bobby, what's happening, bro? How you been?
Good.
Chilling?
Okay, but I'm a little angry. You know, I'm a little injured right now.
Oh, man.
I know normally we do shows a little differently, but today's show is going to be about morals.
Cool.
You ever seen, what is it, Guns of New York?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the bad guy who gets killed by Leonardo DiCaprio? But he's like, he's one of those type of guys that was real high on morals and the way people should carry themselves and certain things you shouldn't do.
Right.
And I guess, you know, when we get into this new business, it feels like people think they're so high in stature that they're untouchable. Right. Or that they are now godly of stature, you know, or kingly stature, where they can't be bothered, and whatever they say, everyone else is gonna think it's cool or funny, or everyone else is gonna go with it, you know. And that's not gonna happen a lot of times when you, I like to always say, it's like when you don't have any alpha males in the room, you'll have a situation where
everyone's trying to control everything.
Everybody's going with the flow.
Yeah. I like it here.
Explaining more like right now we're all hanging out. We're all hanging out. And I'm supposed to be the cool guy. And you always have a cool guy in your group of friends. Right. So usually the cool guy says all the funny stuff, and usually all the other friends laugh, even sometimes when it's not even that funny. Right. Why? Because he's that guy, and they know that to follow suit, you know? Right. So what I'm saying is they don't know how to come up with something funny. So they're just going to let the funny man be the funny man. Right. Because we don't have any other entertainment. Right. You know? Some guys feel awkward being in the hot seat. Oh, I have to tell a joke. I'm in the hot seat. So, with that being said, let's get it out to morals. So, I was on Twitter, and someone sent me a message. And it said, good luck on your fight. And it was me and another guy named Norman Park. I guess he's the Ultimate Fighter, and I don't even know who this guy was at this time, you know?
I think he won, like, Australian Ultimate Fighter, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know who this guy is at all. So, with that being said, I sent him a message back saying, well, he's going to need good luck, meaning my opponent. Well, Norman automatically assumed that I was talking about him. So the first thing that came out of his mouth was cocksucker, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
And now, let's just take this out of this scene and go to another scene where you have, like, jail or something. You couldn't stand in front of another man and call him a cocksucker. Why? Why? Because he shake you, he stab your ass, he do some shit, you know? You be fucked up, you know?
You want to fight.
Real talk. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. So, now we got these guys like to say Twitter bullies, or you feel like you can say this stuff and it's just going to be okay. Like people are just going to let you go with what you say, you know, or do. And I'm not going to let it go, you know? So I was at a show, and I bumped into a kid named AJ Matthews. AJ Matthews doing his thing, and he's a really cool dude. But I knew he was from that same team, so I'm like, hey, where's Norman? You know, show me where he's at. Oh, you don't know where he's at? Well, tell him I'm looking for him. You know, because you got something you need to come clear up with me. Right. You know, and it's gonna be like that. It's in MMA. It's too small of a world. It's too small of a world. It's sooner or later we're gonna run into each other. Right. You know, sooner or later you're gonna be at this show, and I'm gonna be at this show, or you're gonna be doing a signing here, and I'm gonna be doing a signing here, and someone's gonna bump into each other, and we're gonna say, "Oh man, well, what is this? What happened here?" You know, and then you either have an alpha male, or you have a chicken, you know, you either be a meal, or you're gonna be eaten or get kill or be killed, you know. Right. So guys like that. So certain things you can't call a man. You can't call a man a bitch, you know, especially in jail. It's like the number one thing, a law against all men. You know, it's like you call a man a bitch, you talk about a man's mother, they're gonna start fighting. Those are fight words. So that's what I'm saying.
Out of the blue, just straight out called you a cocksucker.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It is understanding the level. You supposed to say, man, I don't appreciate your ass doing this. Right. You know, fuck you or something like that. Yeah. You know, okay, I can understand fuck you. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. I'll take that. But no, I ain't gonna take a cocksucker. I ain't gonna take a bitch. I ain't gonna take you to talk about this or say something about my wife or you know what I mean? Like
for a man.
Exactly. So those different things. So there's certain levels, and that's what I'm saying about morals. Guys are forgetting what the line is.
Yeah.
What the line is, what we can do and say, and it's just cool, you know. So I'm at the doctor's office, you know. Now that I've gotten injured, you know, busted my hand and stuff, you know. I had a hand injury, and I'm gonna speak about that now too. Basically, I was in sparring, doing some sparring with my buddy Jimmy. He kind of came in hard. I didn't have my hands wrapped, and I didn't have my hand clenched all the way. I just kind of like threw it, kind of like jab, like a flick jab. You know, I do all kind of different punches. So I flicked it, and at the same time, he was coming in really hard, and he just kind of jammed it this way. You know, gotcha. So I took an X-ray. Turns out the X-ray said it's clear, nothing wrong with it. So we did an MRI, and now I'm waiting on the MRI to get looked at. But it looks like a bad sprain or something. I don't know. It's still sore to this day, you know, and it should have been. I was thinking it would have been healed by now.
Gotcha.
This happened, I want to say, 4 weeks prior to the fight. You know, so I started just doing nothing but running, kicking, kneeing. You know.
And we're talking about the UFC on Fox. You're supposed to fight in Seattle.
Yes, I was supposed to fight Danny Castillo.
Right.
Yeah. So then I can only do this for so long. I started doing that for 2 weeks straight of just knees, kicks, running hills, keeping my cardio up, you know, but I can't grab anything. I can't hit anything. I was hoping it was getting better, but after 2 weeks, still not getting better. Now we're getting down to the last 2 weeks before the fight and stuff, you know what I mean? And it sounds like I can't hit anything. If I can't hit, I'm no good.
Exactly.
You know, so I had to pull from the fight. So, with that being said, back to the doctor's office. I was in the doctor's office, and I bump into the legend, Rampage, you know, who I have been waiting all my freaking life to meet.
Quentin Jackson.
Yeah. So, little history. I come from the King of the Cage. Rampage comes from the King of the Cage. You know, so I have to hear about Rampage's name all the freaking time. All the time. It's always, you look like him.
You do kind of look like him.
Yeah, wow.
A little bit.
Don't disrespect me. So I look like him. I fight like him. I use something like this guy, you know. So I get it all the time, you know. So I have been waiting to meet this guy. Yeah. It's been 5 years. I met everybody in the industry. Anderson Silva, John Jones, you know, I'm meeting everybody, but I haven't met him, you know. So finally he pops in. I'm blown away. I'm like, well, I'm finally get to meet this guy, you know. I go over to him. Well, actually, before I even met him, he was sitting down. He's sitting down. He's got these two little Asian chicks, you know what I'm saying? Got these two little Asian hoes with him and stuff. You know? I'm like, you can tell he's probably paying for that. So he's sitting down, and I'm sitting next to him. Then the chair next to me, there's another guy. And then the chair next to me, there's an Asian guy. This Asian guy, I guess, appeared to be a fan. So he was trying to take a picture of Rampage on the low, just kind of like had his phone tilted. Yeah, he had his phone kind of tilted, and like was like trying to snap a picture of him. I guess Rampage caught it. Was like, hey, jumped up all pissed off. What the fuck you doing? You know, like
to the fan.
Yeah, fucking all pissed off, all in his face and like on him. Like, let me see your phone. Like, let me fucking taking pictures of me. And I'm like, what the? Like, this guy's a fan of yours, you know? He's a fan of yours. You should be honored this motherfucker want to take a picture of you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't happen every day, you know? So it just blew me away that he was actually like that way, you know? So after all this happens, I tell him, I'm like, hey, I'm such a fan, you know, it's good to meet you. I come from King of the Cage, where you come from. I feel like I followed your footsteps. Now I'm in the UFC. I feel like I followed your footsteps, but I feel like I've never could feel him. I don't want him to feel like I'm disrespecting him in any way, you know, or making him feel like I'm sizing him up. So he like look at me like, well, what weight class you at? I'm like, oh, I'm a 55er. He like, oh, well you're a little bitty dude.
What?
Then I might say something like,
damn.
I said something else like, yeah, but I just really want to tell you that you've done so much for the sport. You know, we appreciate you You know, you're like my idol and shit. You know, God bless you.
Pride and everything.
You know,
you did.
he's like, man, you looking kind of fat. So kind of
What?
like, next you know, I'm fat.
That's the
First
next
I'm
thing he
little,
tells you?
now I'm fat, and like, so I'm big, I'm a little.
Yeah.
It's just kind of thrown off a little bit, but it's just like whatever. It's kind of whatever. It's weird, but whatever. I just kind of let it go. So I tell him, God bless you, and I leave, do my thing at the doctor's office. I get in the car, I have my brother there. I'm like, Rampage was kind of cool, you know? It was kind of Rampage. He's like, man, fuck Rampage. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, man, as soon as you left, that motherfucker was talking shit behind your back. And I'm like, what?
One of those.
I'm like, what you mean?
Straight
He's like,
talking
man, as soon as you left, he's like, who the fuck is Bobby Green? You know, who the fuck is Bobby King Green? Who the fuck he think he is? Like, I'm like, it's not that big of a deal, bro. I was just trying to introduce myself. I didn't know.
Say what's up.
What else did I tell you? Say my name is, you know? I said my name is Bobby King Green. I fight in the UFC. You know, I just let you know, like I'm following your footsteps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a compliment. Yeah.
So it's total, like, again, morals. Again, like these guys just think that they just on this globe, where on this cloud, they can't be touched. Rampage. And then like so I put it on my Twitter, and I guess it got too out of control, where now I see it on BJPin.com. Excuse me, on BJPin.com. I see it on this website. I'm like, whoa, shit, now this shit's got too big, and I can't pull the shit back.
Right.
You know? I'm like, just gonna come back. Now Rampage is gonna be on this shit, and now I'm like, oh, fuck, it's finna be bigger than this shit.
But I mean, what did you really do? I mean, you didn't call him out. You didn't do anything like that. I mean, I don't know how, it's kind of odd how he felt disrespected in some way, or... You know
so
what I mean?
I think he felt disrespected because the comment I said of wow, I waited 5 years for this, you know, to believe I waited, and then I felt that way. Like my whole career, I waited to meet this one cat, and finally, and I'm getting rubbed this way. You never imagine to be in the same room with these guys, but then imagine to have them say fuck you, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sit they foot in your ass, Then it's like damn, and now like oh whoa, you know, so. Stupid shit like that. So now that I injured my hand, stupid shit like that. Guys, like, be if you're gonna be who you are, be who you are. You know, that's my thing. It's be who you are. Another guy who's like that, Danny Castillo. You know,
there's been a little thing back and forth. Since, unfortunately, you had to pull out from the fight, right?
Yeah, exactly. I had been like saying, my thing is I'm very vocal, you know. I talk a lot, you know. I don't care. Like I want to be interactive with my fighters, like or my opponents. I want to talk shit, or I want to get even if it's not talking shit, just tell you what I'm thinking. Just let you know I'm there, you know. I'm in space. I'm just around you, you know what I mean? So as long as you fight me, I'm around you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm right here in your head. You don't have to think about me all the time. You got to feel me. I'm just there, you know, and that's how I am, you know. I like to get to know my guys, you know. So I have been saying like little comments, you know, but not nothing like to the rate of fuck you. Like I'm being straight disrespectful, but more like, what was that? Just like, little slick shit, you know, just like, make you think about that, you know. So, I get the injury. Before the injury, Danny Castillo said nothing. He has said nothing at all, nothing to the point where like, yeah, I'm whoop his ass or anything to a point of like Bobby run his mouth or anything like. So I take that as you're not that type of guy that is vocal or says any of those type of things, you know. But then as soon as I get injured, then you want to hop on
start talking
interviews and start saying, well, Bobby was running his mouth and I was gonna do this and I was gonna do this, you know. And I'm like, okay, great, you know. You're one of those guys, you know.
And then he had such an impressive fight versus Tim Means, right?
Oh man, it was baloney.
That's exciting.
Baloney. I told him I sent him a tweet. I told him I'd give him a C+. You know,
you
give him a C+.
C+.
Yeah, I give him a C+.
What would you have done differently?
I would have knocked the guy out. I would have did something instead of holding on for dear life.
I mean, he took him down and then just kind of
held on for dear life. Yeah. But don't get me wrong. I will say this. Like I told him, he's a very smart fighter. He did some things to Tim that I picked up in his game. I'm like, man, he shut Tim's game down. And I caught some things that he put into his game really fast. And some things that he was gonna do for me. I'm still not impressed, though. I want you to know that, Danny. I'm still not impressed. Like, I see what you're doing, and it's nowhere. I'm not worried about anything you're doing. Your striking, your wrestling, your jits, any of it's not bothering me at all. I will just say he has he can game plan great, And I think that is his greatest attribute. And besides that, I have no worries. I mean,
nothing. No power.
You know, he's a big, strong guy.
Yeah.
He's a big, strong guy. One of those muscles type of guys. But those guys, I love those guys. You know,
you think they gas out?
Yeah, they gas out. Look at him. He was hugging and chugging. I'd have been on his ass like white on rice, you know, way harder than Tim. Tim got on him a little bit, but Tim was afraid of that takedown. Yeah. And me, I'm not afraid to wrestle. I'm not afraid of the takedown. And it's going to be a totally different fight. So I'm going to be all over him. And I hope that I'm praying that I get that fight again. You know, our Stormin Norman, our Tim Means, you know.
You still want to fight Means?
Yes. I want to be the last person to put him out, you know. I feel like I got like all these enemies. That's why I call this my destruction. I have all these enemies, you know. And the funny thing is, like, it's a small world. Like, you don't run around and bump into these guys, and I'm going to have to disrespect one of these guys in public, you know. And I didn't even say the last guy. I didn't even mention the last guy who was like the one I thought like the most, which is Donald Cerrone. I felt and Donald Cerrone, I've liked that guy. I liked him.
So this was how you bringing Donald Cerrone? You met him
at the Expo. I met him at the Fan Expo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I met him at the Fan Expo. And this is my first time being here at the Expo. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what goes on. I'm just trying to just fit in, you know. Fall in, observe, and figure everything out.
You were there with doing a signing also with a couple other fighters, right?
Yeah. I did it with quite a few fighters, quite a few celebrities, you know, and as in the fight game. But everybody was great. Everybody was really cool. I thought Benson Henderson was really great. That's cool, bro. Very down to earth. Cool. You know what I mean? What's his name?
Want to shout out some of your sponsors that you're out there at UFC Expo?
Oh, yeah. Training Mass. Shout out to Training Mass. Cool, shout out Fear the Fighter. Shout out Cali Star. Who else was with me down out there?
Cool. So you're out there having a ball.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Cool.
But that's again like so now I'm doing this the signing. And again, morals. Again, morals. Again. Morals. These guys have no and I'm shocked. I'm like, who the hell raised you guys? Like, who raised you? Who brought you up? You know, don't get me wrong. There's a time for fun. There's a time for games. There's a time to be cool. There's a time for all that. You know, but there's a certain time where you have to learn how to act like you have some sense. You know, or you have to have a code.
You're doing the job out there. I mean, it's your job
and
to meet the fans.
People do look up to you, whether you like it or not. You know,
little kids.
Yeah.
I hear all that, but fuck all that.
Oh, you're talking about Donald Cerrone.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you run your mouthpiece, somebody will come back and slap you. That's
what
I'm saying.
That's what I wanted to get to.
Fuck that. Yeah, you can run your mouthpiece and somebody will come and sock you and knock the shit out your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they think it's just like, oh, because we're fighters, and like we're just gonna talk or we're gonna wait till we fight in the cage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you at a show. Yeah. We can fight now. We can fight then. We can fight there.
So what happened with Donald that got you so fired up, man?
I like Donald. I've always looked at Donald's I like his fighting style, like what he does. I know his whole game, you know, like the back of my hand. And I've studied him so long. I've watched all his fights, you know, look up to him in a way. I felt like he was doing the cool guy look, you know. Like for instance, it was three of us, just like it is now. It was Eddie Yagan, it was Ike Valley Flag, and it was me. We're doing the signings, and then you have the guest feature, which is Donald Cerrone. You know, he's giving you the main attraction, and boy, oh boy, it was a main attraction. So, like, fans would ask me for a face-off picture, you know, where you kind of face off, and I stand there, face off with them, but there's still quite of a distance, or you know, we're kind of like I'm being so respectful, yeah. Not Donald. Donald will be nose to nose with you, spit and yelling in your face, you know, fuck you, you know, like I'm like, what the? So just kind of like threw me off, but it was just kind of like
to
people
the fans.
laugh.
You get in the face of the fans.
Yes,
like
in the face of the fans, yeah. So like people like I said again, alpha males, and when you had chickens, you know, when you have an alpha male that does something like Donald, all the chickens fall in line because they don't know how to interact in a situation like that. Yeah. You know, so everybody just goes along with So as I didn't even catch it, but as I'm walking up to sign for the booth, I'm not gonna name the booth, but I was going to the booth. One of the owners says, we're either going to get really high ratings or something like that or sales, or we're gonna get a sexual harassment suit.
Damn.
He said that,
how
and it didn't
embarrassing.
ring to me at the time. It didn't ring to me. So as I'm going on about my business, then I catch on to it. Every girl down on is humping the shit out of her, you know, doing some foul shit, you know, like, and it's just like, it's a certain line, you know, and I could see if a girl wanted that, cool, you know, cool. It was funny, like, so he did it the first time and everybody laughed, like, what the, this is wild, like, and it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
And then, like, the second time he did it, I'm like, oh, it's not, this is wild, this is how this guy is. He does this all the time. I'm still blown away because this is my first time. So I'm just going to thank you, yes, sir, ma'am. You know, have a good time. It's good meeting you. Trying to be more genuine and meet these people, you know.
As a fan.
But that's the point of it.
Man.
But that's the point of it, though.
See my daughter or my girlfriend or something, if I see that?
Yes. So that was the point of it. After all this started getting funny, but then I look at the guy's face.
Yeah.
You know, and he's the husband of this girl, you know.
Wow.
Man.
And it's like,
you know
I
what?
thought about it. I'm like, this guy's gonna go home and he's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be mad. Like, yeah, you was liking the Donald Cerrone dick. What you girl?
Either that or, damn, me and Donald Cerrone, I'm about to fight a UFC fighter.
I told Donald.
That's what
I told Donald that. I told Donald, I was like, man, you gotta make some of these guys want to fight you. You know, like, bro, I want to knock you out. You know,
Yeah,
he's like,
just
what are they gonna do? What could they do to me? They're gonna knock me out. You know, like
Damn.
on that pedestal. On a
Cocky as
pedestal.
shit.
Yeah. Slap you
Being
right
invisible.
down. Somebody gonna slap you right down.
I'm a little chubby, but with the right
Yeah.
timing, I think if I hit him right enough, I'm 200 pounds.
I don't care. I'm swinging for the fans.
Yeah.
I'm swinging for the
As a fan, as a fan, you know what I
swinging.
mean? That's fucked up.
I'm saying I'm swinging for the heels. I'm
hell yeah,
swinging
everything.
Yeah, that's very
haymakers.
disrespectful.
And if they land, he going to. I don't care who it is, you know. So
Damn.
yeah, I started like looking at the husband. These are husbands. These are boyfriends. These are fiancés. They're like just got married and shit. I'm like, congratulations. Passes on to Donald, and Donald's like, bring her here. Come here. Gets her and humping her. I seen him like two fists full of ass, you know, just girl, come here, shaking her ass, macking on girls and stuff. And I'm just like, these guys are gonna go home and like, they're gonna break up with their girls. They're gonna look at the girls like,
Do that?
you
Not only
would
that,
you do that with everybody?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
and I felt bad for those guys. You know, I look at that look on their face, and they got this look like.
Yep. The same look I have, and I was like,
It's like it's kind of funny, but
enough.
it's not funny.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know.
It's kind of funny, but it's not funny, and it's all these people here, so I'm not gonna speak. You know,
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna speak up.
Because you don't want,
You know,
you don't cause a scene.
I'm getting like, dang, that's kind of foul. I'm getting kind of like bothered by it now. And as I start getting riled up, Isaac Valley Flag would say something like, hey, and me and Ike go back. I fought Jay-Z. I had lost to Jay-Z. I was supposed to fight Valley Flag. Valley Flag pulled out for me. I gave him a little advice on fighting Jay-Z. He fought Jay-Z and beat Jay-Z.
Cool.
So we actually got cool off that. We've been cool ever since. So as I'm getting like kind of rubbed wrong, he calms me down. He's like, hey, listen, he's not always like that. He's cool, you know. It's chill, you know. He had a little Mr. Drink right now. He's just acting out, you know.
Damn.
So I'm like, okay, I don't know. But then this is what rubbed me the wrongest. Like, well, what he did was just too far. Was when he started to do like little, for instance, little black jokes, you know. And don't get me wrong, I love black jokes. Me, I look at myself as clear. I don't see myself as any race or anything like that. Like I mess with everybody. You know, my wife's white and Mexican. You know, so I don't see anything like that. What do you like? I have white boy friends. You know, and they're like, they have to be with me so long before they'll ask me that question. It's okay. Is it okay to say nigga with you? Like, it's okay.
Are you?
You
cool like that?
Yeah, we cool like that. Can I say nigga? I'm like, man, yeah, you can say nigga. You know? Yeah, you can say it, you know? And that's me and you, you know? Like, that's like, I don't care, you know? I wish we all could say it. Like, I don't care. Like, it's stupid, you know? It's in the history. It's past, you know? So, I just feel like.
But there's a line.
Those black jokes, there should be like that should become with a friendship and a bond and stuff, you know? With something built.
Exactly, and it
between
goes for
me
all
and my buddies. That's between me and my
yeah,
buddies.
you don't know me to joke
that
with me
stuff,
like that.
You know,
in the convenience of ourselves.
Exactly, just
In
like
front
we
of-
could talk smack about each other. You know, I can say I'm a wetback. It's cool. You know, but then it's like, okay, if we're joking, hey, wetter, yeah, all right, fine, whatever. It's offensive, but you know, it's cool. We're amongst friends. Don't just come up to me if you don't know me.
Exactly.
Those are fighting words.
Especially, I just met you.
I just met you. Relax. If we're cool,
Yeah.
I'll let you in the circle of trust.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I feel you on that, man.
So I'm trying to figure out what he introduced me with, that introduced me to that, like it just first just hit me like, oh, okay. What did he say? He said something like I think it was the initial comment about the girls, like what are they gonna do? What about the guys? What are they gonna do? Knock me out? Like I'm fucking honest, bro. I'll knock anybody out, you know? I'm like, bro, I don't care. I'll swing on you anyway. Well, he's like, well, he's like, well, I'll knock you out too, or something like that.
Oh,
something like along those lines. I'm like, bro, I
Yeah.
know you got lucky with Melvin Gallardi and stuff. You don't think that, you know what I mean? I don't think that's you're gonna catch me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's like, yeah, I know you're not as good as him. And so I'm just like, and we're doing this in front of everybody, you know. So
Being personal.
but I'm not trying to get all the fans into this whole route.
Right.
So I kind of I feed into it, but I'm like, I kind of like play it cool, laugh it off. Oh, okay, nice one. Okay, cool, and like keep signing autographs, let it go. You know, just be chill. You know, but inside I'm kind of like getting boiling, like we're like, I know he just didn't say that, you know.
Right.
But then I start boiling up. I'm like, I don't want to say something. I want to just take him on the side. You know what I mean? Just let him know how I really feel. Like we can get it at any time. We can do this.
Yeah.
But he's being bombarded by fans. There's like when you're doing autograph signings, there's one fan after another fan after another fan after another fan. Boom, boom, boom. You know, especially when you're somebody like Donald Cerrone or Benson Henderson, all these guys that are the top guys. Course, you know, so it just bam, bam, bam.
Right.
So I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna make it a big scene or nothing like this. It's my first time. I'm gonna play cool, calm, and just play the backfield. So what did he do? He there was a bank. Donald Cerrone left. He left. And I didn't even know you can leave from signings, but he just got up and left. And guess he wanted to go get some alcohol or something.
Just left the fans there waiting?
Yeah, he just left. Just left. Guess he went to get some drink or some alcohol or something, you know, do his thing, you know, whatever. We're signing. And Sean, this bank comes up, this Hello Kitty bank. Little bank sitting on the floor. No one can find it. Guy picks up, he's like, is this anyone's? Is this anyone? No one can find it. No one can see who. No one's claiming it. No one's saying, hey, is this anyone's? So he puts it down, like, all right, I take it and I put it down over here. You know, put it back in like just in the back way. Yeah. You know, actually, you know, we're talking, meeting fans, signing autographs. This chick comes by and she says she's a Hello Kitty fan. You know, I'm like, oh, hold on. Thinking about the bank, I get the bank, I give it to her. You know, I'm like, oh, this would be nice. You know, like no one else is claiming it. Here, this would be a nice gift to this lady. You know, older chick. You know, she's walking off with it. Donald Cerrone comes up, give me that. Snatches out her hand, snatch, and I mean like snatch, not no like. Snatch
from a fan.
Yeah, and she's like kind of like blowing off, taking away like this. She just kind of like, what the hell? What's going on? You know, she don't know what the hell's. And he's like, this is mine. Like, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. No one claimed it. I gave it to her. So he's like, I should have known to check you. Like he said, I should have known to check you. You black guys, you're known for stealing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like, so everybody else, I'm like, yeah, that's funny.
You just crossed the line. You just
okay.
You just crossed.
Yeah,
the line.
you really crossed the line.
Yeah, you crossing the line again. Yep. But look, I'm being cool. Guess why? Valley Flag is cooling me down again. I'm sorry, bro. He just had a little drink. He just chill. He's not like this normally. He's really a cool guy. I'm just like, I'm just gonna be cool. I don't want to. I'm trying to get another signing here. I don't want to make a scene. I'm trying to get paid. Like Donald Cerrone got a little more money in his bank account. He can do that type of shit. Yeah. I'm just trying to be cool. I needed them to bring me back.
Right.
Keep doing my thing. Whatever. Then he just before we left, he said some shit like, "Wait, all right. I see you later, my nigga. You know what I mean? Or my Negro or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?" Before he left, I was like, that was the last one. I was like,
oh no,
what's up, my Negro? Okay.
What the fuck?
So, I go home.
Crazy,
I go home. I go back to the hotel.
Damn.
I tell my coach, and I'm like boiling about this shit. I'm like, man, I like Donald Cerrone, but now he just got me boiling. Like, I'm sitting around, I'm just like,
that's disrespectful.
I don't let nobody disrespect me, man. Fuck this nigga, man. I'm like, I'm gonna get this. I want to get on his head, you know. Yeah. But like, my coach is like, just be cool. You know, I'm just like, nah, whatever. So I just kind of like woo-saw that shit off and let it go. The next day, I gotta go back to the signing again.
Right.
As I'm coming in, he's coming out, you know. And as I'm getting there, I'm kind of 10 minutes early, you know. He's doing his thing, still cocky, obnoxious, doing the same grab ass, humping chicks, and
That's just who he is.
flipping off cameras and stupid shit, you know.
Man,
Being an
yeah.
obnoxious ass dick, you know.
He needs to get
don't get me
checked.
wrong, that there's cool to be cool. Like certain guys like that coolness. There's a cool time for that. But don't do that to some damn old person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
Don't do that to somebody that don't feel like playing or something.
Yeah.
Like they ain't like that. This guy's serious, and you just grabbed on his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
He's not gonna do nothing to you.
yeah, he's a little
crazy.
dorky little nerd, and he can't defend
exactly.
himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sucks.
He just started some shit with his own wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Because now they finna go home. I know I'm finna get my girl.
Hell yeah.
'Cause what was you doing? You should have pushed his ass off.
Yeah,
Slap
exactly.
us
What's wrong with you?
How you let him touch you
don't
like
do that.
that?
Yeah, exactly. Now he's
That's
starting
bullshit.
shit with other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm feeding all this. I'm like, this dick. I need to fuck him up.
Yep.
So I'm gonna fuck Donald Cerrone
Good.
up.
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
That's it right there. You know, fuck that fool up, man.
Guys with morals and shit. They think they high and mighty. I come under this motherfucker and knock that pedestal right up under your ass. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly. Dude, that's a trip. How after a while, I guess you just get numb to that shit, man. Because it doesn't matter. Look at him. Like, he had no remorse, no nothing. Just fuck.
Yeah,
you.
he
Yep,
probably
it is
thought-
what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck do you get to that level? You know.
That's
He's
what
not
I'm
even,
saying too.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, WEC, he was great, but you know, he's a good fighter. What has he done?
But that just blows my mind. That's what I'm saying.
To
Like,
be that- like
where
that,
guys
you know?
feel like I feel like I'm dirt, you know.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, when I die, I go back to dirt, you know. Like the person that walks by me that asked me for a picture 1,000 times, I'm gonna give them 1,000 pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen guys that be dicks to those guys. Like there's a certain guys that are taking pictures just to sell your shit, and I know it.
Yeah.
I know it. But I'm like, hey, if you're getting money off that stuff, they're making income. Get your money, bro. I'm not hating on you. You
just
get
a
money
picture.
off me.
Just a picture,
get your
exactly.
money, bro. I'm not hating. Do
That's
you?
cool, man.
Get money. They get
Yeah.
money, get money. You
That's
know?
cool that you have that attitude, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass. You know?
I can't knock that, you know. But some
Yeah.
other guys be like, fuck you, you know, I'm not taking a picture, or they'll try to photo blast your picture and
Yeah.
stuff, you know, so that you
Yeah.
can't use it, or that's fucked up. Let these guys this is all a whole world. Everybody's thriving off this world. Everybody eats off this world.
Exactly.
You know? So
Exactly, and then, you know, you just help each other out. You go through your day in a positive mood, positive attitude, and then that's how you come up. You know, that's kind of fucked up that you actually have these kind of dudes like that, man. Dude, back to your hand, dude. How's that? Everything checking out for you? How you feeling on that right now?
man, I'm
I'm
still
gonna get you out there, man. There's a lot of good fights out there that you can be in.
Hey,
There,
that's
man.
the hardest part. I have
know.
so many fighters I want to fight.
Yep.
Some guys I don't like. Some guys want to scrap. But I'm injured, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you do? You know, when you're on the sideline.
I
That's why,
know.
like, when Danny came out and said something, I even heard Tim Means came out and said something. I heard,
Tim
you know, all these
Means.
guys are
Tim
saying
Means.
something, and I feel like I really can't say nothing because I'm
Yeah.
injured, and I'm like who, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? If you gonna say some crazy stuff,
Right.
like fuck you, hey, let's get ready to scrap.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's the next thing comes, you know,
Hell yeah,
it's scrap,
man.
you know.
Yep.
So,
Yep, exactly. dude.
Yeah.
So you're out there with the Expo also. How did it go? What else what do you think of the fight? Silva, Weidman.
Weidman.
Dude, I always dude, I can't get. Dude,
I want to hear you guys' thoughts first, and then I'm gonna hit you with some crazy shit.
all right,
that-
cool. Here's what I'm thinking. The dude wanted to play him just like he played everybody else, just like he played
Damian Maia.
Damian Maia, Forrest Griffin, and then boom, come at you. I think that's how he thought that he was gonna beat the shit out of Chris. That's what I think. And you know, he started getting a little more confident with his leg kicks. That's what I was seeing, and he got caught. He got caught. That's all it was. He got caught. I'm telling you, that second fight is going to be a little bit different.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be serious. He's not gonna mess around.
I'll give Silva the first round. I'll definitely give Silva the first round.
Yeah, I agree with everything. So that's
You know
exactly
what I
what
mean?
happened. He got cocky. He thought he
There's all
had
kinds
him.
of shit about him throwing the fight
No,
and all this and
he
that.
got caught.
He just got caught, man. He got caught. I mean, he had, you know, his idol, as he said, Roy Jones Jr. there. And if you notice, Roy Jones Jr., if anybody remembers, back in the 90s,
hands
Roy
down.
Jones, there was a fight. I can't remember exactly who he fought against, but Roy Jones put both of his hands behind his back, swayed back, made the dude miss, and pop, right in the face, knocked him out. That's Roy Jones Jr. And he had Roy Jones Jr. right there front and center.
Trying to show
I know he
off.
was trying to show off, trying to do a little something.
Yeah.
Got
and
caught.
You know what else? He actually had put out an interview for it, asking Roy Jones to do a boxing fight with him.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were trying to set that up.
And you know what? He got caught. That's all I think. Simple as that.
The other guy's a professional fighter. You just can't do that. I mean, it's a fight. I mean,
this is my thing. I think maybe you're a little bit on it. I think that he was trying to do too much is more so what I'm saying, of what it was. I think that, but at the same time, you can't even say he was doing too much because, to be honest, Chris Whitman whooped his ass. First round, took him down, beat down the whole first round. You know what I'm saying? Second round, he started to kind of like show and do his thing as Whitman got a little more tired, but he showed that he could land some leg kicks. Besides that, he didn't really else have any offense to show that he was winning the fight or he was in control of the fight. If you're in control of the fight, then I wouldn't have won this whole round. Right. You know, so you weren't in control of the fight. He started to take more control of the fight then. But then I think he tried to do too much. And it was this thing. If you watch a slow-mo of how he got knocked out, he played drunk for a second on one of those punches. I think Whitman threw a left, he threw a right, and missed both. But
he was falling back.
Yeah, he's falling back. But Anderson threw a Whitman threw a backhand, and it didn't hit him, but it threw Anderson off because he didn't expect it.
Right.
Didn't expect it, and it just and he kind of like budged a little more to the right, and here come that left coming to land the left hook. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because he was out in midair.
Yeah, he was out.
He was out in midair. Yeah, that's
so playing too much. I don't think that he is better than Whitman. I had my money on Whitman. I thought Whitman was going to beat him. You know?
You did?
Yeah.
Do you think it was the wrestling that was going to do it? Did you think he was just bigger, faster, younger?
I looked at it as that. If you look at it from the point of Chael Sonnen's point, that I think he's just as good or better wrestler as Chael Sonnen, and can stand better than Chael Sonnen, can hang out in the pocket, can slip in.
He's more athletic.
More athletic than Chael.
Bigger too, right? Taller.
Bigger, So and so he can pose more of a threat. You know, Chael's thing is that I have to get him to the ground. So therefore, there's no threat on the feet. You know, but if you have two weapons, I can still gotta make you think about this stuff. You know, I got power. I can still throw. You know.
Right. Dude,
so what do you think happens in the second fight?
Second fight.
Like if you get Anderson Silva, no more fucking around.
Yeah, like a serious Anderson.
He's gonna put his hands up, Muay Thai style. Let's go. Or do you think he's gonna try that shit again?
Or do you think Weidman is it's time?
He's just gonna take him down. That's it. We got a new king.
I think Weidman can have the potential if he has the gas tank to take a 5 round.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
5 round. Well, shit, not even 5 round. Don't even need to do a 5 round. He can just take him down and pound him like he did the first round. Yeah. He keeps doing that.
That's it.
He's gonna win the fight. He's gonna knock Anderson out.
Dude, how close was
I think that softened Anderson up.
That ground and pound was hard.
He was taking some shots. Yeah. Taking some shots, and I think that softened him up. So, my thing is, I still see Weidman still winning the next fight. Only way Anderson I see him winning is to let Weidman blow his tank a little bit and then catch him when he's slowing down. So,
right. Well, if he loses, you got no choice but to move up in weight. Maybe he'll fight John Jones, Silva.
Anderson? Or he'll drop.
Do you think he'll drop? He's a big dude.
He's thought about it.
I know.
170 was it 15 pounds?
Dude, he's a big dude, though.
And he's older now. It might not be as easy to cut that weight, huh?
I know. Dude, what else you got going, Bob? Chilling?
Man, shoot, just angry.
Yeah.
I'm ready to shred. I wanted to fight. And now I didn't get the fight, and I felt like,
Hey, dude, at least are you running? I mean, a little ground game. You can't even do ground game?
No, I'm doing nothing but jacking off.
That's it.
I'm just messing around.
Still
got my good hand.
And with all those rings on, too. He turns the rings backwards to get the little grip, you know?
Get a little burning sensation.
Yeah, a little friction.
Wow. So, like, I just want to get back in, bro. I'm icing my hand every day, trying to get in. I want to take a short on this fight. I want to get Danny Castillo back. I want to get these guys that have so much work I want to do, you know? I feel like right now I feel so out of the loop, you know? Like, there is a certain society in everything you go to and everything you're in. Like, if you're at a workforce, the manager the supervisor, you know, or boss, you know what I'm saying? Those guys, he hires the manager hired this person. These guys are all clicked up, you know? These all take care of each other, you know? And they kind of like have an oversight of who gets next, and you know, it's like a family type of thing. So with the same thing with UFC and stuff like that, I feel so like nobody knows who I am. I feel so like sometimes guys like Bobby Green Hula, like fuck, who the fuck are you, you know? So I gotta make you know. I gotta make you know. And just when I got my opportunity, I got cut short, you know. It hurt, you know. And that's the thing. Like, listen, I got another injury before this injury, you know, and I still was gonna fight the fight. I was still doing the things, but then it was my hand. I'm like, I told Dana, I was like, listen, if it wasn't the hand, I would still fight injured, you know. But what am I gonna do when I can't hit you?
You need your hand.
You know, I fought James Terry, and I remember I busted my hand in the second round. And all night, I've been hitting him with a jab and a left hook. I couldn't hit the right hand on him. Couldn't get it. He kept circling off, and I could never tag him with it. So I busted my left hand on him. And I'm like, well, shit. I can't get him with the right. My left's fucking done. It's second round. It's like towards the end of the second round. I get through the second round. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to hit him with the left anyway. It's one more round to go. Fuck it. Pow, pow, pow. It's hurting. Just letting it go, you know? But I realized I went to split decision. I couldn't knock him out. I couldn't do what I want to do now. You know, like you don't know how much that inhibits your style. Right. You know? So.
Hell yeah.
You can't grab, can't punch. It's tough.
Hey, but you're also getting to some stories about back in your King of the Cage days. Or let's go back, dude. You got some high school stories? You got everything from you being painted all red or something like that? Weren't you like the Kool-Aid person or something?
Bro, I have so
the blonde hair.
I have so many stories.
On the first podcast, we had to cut you short, you know, because of the time restrictions, dude. But I so wanted to get into that one story.
I'm going to tell one of my wacky stories. I have 7,000 of these. From being in foster care, you go through so much in life where you just experience some crazy stuff, you know? And I think that's what God has put me here for, is to meet other people and make them feel blessed and pray over them and make them feel, you know, a different energy. You know, you ever had somebody come in and just like everybody was just like down, but this one person come in the room and just kind of he's the energy of the room. He just hype shit up, you know. It's like make shit fun. He wants to go do something. It's like what everybody else just wanted to chill. But he has something to talk about. He has something to do. He's just more entertaining, you know.
Got a million stories.
Energy. That energy. You know, and I think that's a true blessed thing, you know. I think God just blesses people with certain things, you know. And like, I just want to be a blessing, just come show people there's more to life. Enjoy life, you know. Enjoy these simple things. Enjoy, like tell Donald Cerrone and Ryan Rampage, enjoy y'all little money y'all got, you know. That's because sooner or later, a cat like me gonna put y'all out. Gonna put y'all out of business, and you're gonna get kicked out. And then what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to use these same fans that you were a dick to make your check, and they gonna remember that shit. They'll remember that.
Fuck
you know, this is the thing that's cold about Rampage. What I want him to know is, Rampage, one day your kids are gonna look up to me. You know,
there you go.
You know, and one day I'm gonna meet them.
Yeah,
because he has all the connections. This Rampage kids they're gonna get into all these little events and stuff. You know, yeah. And when I tell them, your dad's a dick. Your dad was a dick. Your dad was a stain on the MMA. That's gonna be a hard thing to swallow. Thing to swallow.
That's fucking deep, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking deep.
Real talk. And that's what I'm saying about how deep this shit is. Motherfuckers don't realize how deep this shit is. Y'all think y'all walking around here with motherfucking, you know, like millions of dollars on y'all shoulders, and you know, man, I still got a chip on mine. And I'm checking everybody on all this little shit they doing. Don't do that shit. If it don't fall in line, shoulders, line it up. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just blows me away. Like how you could be have so many fans, but you could be such a
you can
dick.
treat them like that. You should be happy.
Like I want to impact my fans with real shit, with real stuff. They met me and they're like, man, he was cool.
Exactly.
Remember you do the crowns and stuff, like you run down the fans
just
and
more
all
so,
that stuff.
But fuck it, giving them a gift. Fuck giving a gift. I'm saying giving you some real information, giving you a real real genuine something from the heart that you meant, you know. That like the next time I meet you, I'm like, I remember you. You were, that's Roger.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Roger, you was the one with, you know, blah, 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 and like some genuine
yeah.
stuff, you know,
stuff,
not
yeah.
no, hey, it's good to meet you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take care. Huh?
Nah,
You don't even make eye contact. You're just signing.
Yeah. It's just a part of life. Just, you don't enjoy your job.
That's
you know?
fucking cool, man.
And I try to make everybody that meets me feel like it was a personal thing because why?
That's cool.
It was meant to be. I feel like it's fate when you meet me.
See?
It was meant to be for us to be in this room. It's meant for me to say this shit this day.
Yep.
It's meant for me to say who the hell is real and who the hell ain't.
And that means a lot to fans, Bobby. You know, when you go and you meet somebody, you know, like I'm a big Laker fan. If I were ever meet like Kobe Bryant, like that means something to me as a fan. You know, it's like, oh, that was Kobe Bryant.
It's a
He was
trip.
really, really
Yeah.
cool. You know, like, wow.
Dude, it's a trip how you say that, man, because, like, dude, you walked right into our office. Remember that?
Man,
You were patient.
have you ever told that story?
Nah, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Walter, who meets? I see his Twitter, his Facebook. He has all these pictures of all these guys. Anderson Silva, the woodworks of every star.
Yeah.
I pop in this office, and somehow I end up doing a podcast with you. You know, it's like,
Yeah, we first came off because we started talking about Joe Rogan, how we both like Joe Rogan, and I was like, yeah, he's a good comedian too. I was like, you should go check him out. He's funny as shit. You know, Joe Rogan's the shit, and we got you some tickets.
Yeah, we jailed. We just jailed.
You go check out Joe Rogan and
but you know what it was? You know what it was that what we jailed by? You don't even know what it was. You asked me for my email address. And I gave you my phone number. And you were like, what, you gave me my phone number? I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, these guys don't give away their phone numbers, you know?
Yeah.
And that was a hard thing I had to learn, too. I gave my phone number to someone. And it's been the worst thing. Like, I still get called all the time. Like, goddamn. Fuck.
Dude, that was some good shit,
Yeah,
man.
but I still love my fans, man. And
Yeah,
that's how,
you make
I try
an
to be
impression,
personal.
yeah.
You know, hit me up on my phone. You ain't got to hit me up on
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah.
You can call me, bro.
That's
We can
cool,
chit
man.
chat. You got some problems, call me.
Yeah.
You know? So, let's get to this wacky story. I must have been about 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I was dating this Mexican girl. You know, and all my previous relationships, I've always dated Mexican girls, and well, I've dated other women too, but they're the most notable because whenever I meet the family, they automatically don't like me. They just like, it's just not right. Tradition is that they should be with the Mexican men. You know?
That's tradition.
So, yeah. So it's just like, they're just like, what the fuck she do? Like, what's wrong with you? You brought a nigga home. What's wrong with you? I thought we taught you better than this. You're going back to Mexico. You know? So, and that's one thing too. It never fails. All my relationships, their family, whenever like we mess up, like or something's going bad between a relationship, they threaten to take my girl to Mexico. I always mess. I don't know why I mess with like the traditional Mexican girls, you know, like they speak Spanish, you know, her family. They don't even speak English, so it's like it's even hard, it's even worse for me, you know. So what was I gonna say? So I'm dating this girl. We've been dating for like 2 years now. I'm freshman and sophomore year of my high school year, you know, and we're doing a whole kissy thing. We hit first base. We didn't hit second. Come around that corner to hit third. And now we're getting hot and heavy to hit home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So she tells me come over, and her parents are going to be at church. You know, so we plan and stuff, you know, and we've been dating for a while, so it's like it's time to get this shit cracking, you know. It's time to get to the nitty gritty. What did I do? So I come over, and she had a little brother, a little Oscar, and Oscar, he always wanted to be up on her spoiled and stuff, you know. So we had to devise a plan to get him out of the room, keep his attention somewhere else, to get me to get in and get to do what to do, you know. So finally get him situated. I've been sitting there for a little while, playing the whole romantic game, you know. I'm a romantic guy, you know. So I do all this stuff with my girl and stuff. Finally, she's ready, you know. It's going down. So we're taking off our clothes and stuff. It's getting out. It's getting hot. You know, I'm like, oh, it's gonna go down. I've been waiting for 2 years for this. 2 years. Oh man. So she's a virgin and not so like I really took it like slow with her and stuff, you know. This is just us being young. So her parents weren't coming home. Fucking as I start to slip down in the panties, Her parents come in.
Oh, wait.
No, not come in.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The lights. I see some lights in the window.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Like maybe it's just somebody. Sometimes you got somebody to pull in your driveway and then reverse it out. Yeah. These lights didn't move. No. I'm like, come on, reverse out. They didn't move.
Damn.
So, I'm like, fuck. Like, she looked through the window and she's like, oh shit, it's my mom and her parents. We're asshole naked right now. So, ass naked. It's pitch dark in the room.
Right.
I can't find any of my clothes. I'm trying to search around. I'm feeling around the ground. I'm searching around. I can't find it. I think I found my pants. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found my pants and 2 shoes. My shoes. So I break out the back door as soon as her mom and dad are coming in the front door. Yeah. So they come in the front door. I go out the back. Now I'm creeping in the backyard. I'm like, oh, be quiet. I guess they're sitting there for a while because I guess they're doing groceries or something like that. So I creep in the back and I'm kind of like, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna wait for them to do their grocery thing. I'm gonna jump this wall and I'm gonna run home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the brothers already knew I was there. They already knew I was there, so I was like, man, hopefully they don't snitch, you know?
Right.
Tell I was there and stuff. So I'm in the backyard. Next you know, I hear.
Oh no!
It's freaking. I forgot my girlfriend's dog. He had the biggest. They had the biggest dog. I swear, biggest shit. Named Rocky. You know, Rocky was on one. So he comes, comes at me tough. You know, I'm like, oh fuck. So I can't scream because or yell because they're gonna know I'm back here. And I'm trying to play the quiet role. So. I was like, got the pants over my mouth. I got the 2 jeans, shoes in my other hand.
So you like
dropped
butt
the
naked
pants.
outside?
Yeah, asshole naked. Boom! I dropped the pants and I just got the 2 shoes in my hands and I'm basically going to war with Rocky right now. It's like swinging the shoes at him, trying to like just spin him off, just distract him, just do something to keep him just from attacking. You know?
Oh,
so,
well, hold on. Let me picture. Wait, There's a naked black dude in our backyard fighting our dog with shoes in his hands.
yes, bro. So,
what?
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, and I'm like, all right, this is getting to the point where I'm like, okay, Rocky ain't gonna go for this for so long. I'm like, man, you're a buster. You ain't trying to even hit me.
He's over there playing with you.
He's just sooner or later he's gonna attack. He's gonna bite. Sooner or later, he's not just gonna keep getting scared. He's gonna bite sooner or later. Yeah. So I devised a plan that I'm gonna just break for the wall and just try to take off. You know, I'm just like, forget it. You know. So I'm running. I jump on the wall, but I had the shoe still in my hand. Normally, you hit a wall, you hit it like this and push off and go.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I had the shoe, so I hit it. I was like this. So now I'm like this. My chest is on the wall. So I'm like halfway. I'm like wiggling, like stuck on the wall, you know.
And you're naked.
Well, Rocky's on the other side coming behind me, you know. So he's jumping up the wall. He's trying to like bite my shit.
Hell yeah.
You know? I was trying to be cool and shit, but I guess I didn't have enough time. I want to put my leg over and do some more, but that wasn't happening. So I just flopped. Did a front flip over. Boom. Fell on my ass. Blow. I didn't even look to see if her parents or not, if they had got the groceries all in, if they were outside. I was just so spooked and scared, but all the shit that just transpired, I didn't care. I just hit the ground, bam. So I hit the ground, I jumped up and sprinted. I'm running. I'm just, I swear, I think this is the fastest I've ever run in my life. You know, just digging down the street.
Crazy,
now I ran down this block. I'm on a main street. You know, I'm in a main street in Fontana. You know, just
and then just go.
It's about 7:30ish. You know, I don't know. It's around that time where it's getting.
You didn't put on your shoes?
Went from day to dark. You know. Yeah. I put on my shoes after I got about a good 3 blocks down. Yeah. You know, but then at the same time, as the cars are coming, people are beeping and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if that's them chasing me. If they didn't put it all together, like, hey, he was getting the groove on, and now they're chasing me. So I throw my shoes on, and I just keep running. You know, I got to my friend's house. He happened to be like a block away from my house. I knock on his door. I'm so embarrassed. So fucking embarrassed. I got no fucking clothes. You know, fucking knock on his door. I'm standing behind something, all fucking embarrassed. And then like stand behind something. He's like, bro. I'm like, bro, I need some clothes. I'm like, dude, I just need some clothes. Just got into it, some stuff. Just hook me up, you know. So he shoots me like some rags and stuff. You know how I ran home.
Shoot your t-shirt, shoot rags and shit.
I ran
What kind
home.
of friend is that? Here's some pants, you know.
I ran home, and my grandmother was like, those weren't the clothes you had on the day. You know, and I'm like, yeah, grandma, yes it was. You know, yeah, it was. Like, I had these in my bag for my extra set of clothes from gym. You know.
Yeah.
Like
you grew up in a Fontana, right?
Yeah.
It's AB Miller.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. Damn. And for people who don't know, do you still have the picture?
Oh yeah, it's still on Twitter. It's still on Twitter.
So now picture Bobby with spiky blonde hair.
Yeah.
Oh, I was turned up in high school.
You're listening to 9 Inch Nails and shit.
Oh, bro, turned up. So then I get to school the next day.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend, she's all teary-eyed up and stuff. She's all red-eyed and she ain't slept all night. You know.
So what did her parents say? Did they even?
That's what she tells me. Guess what she? Yeah, let's see if you can guess. But they tell me it's gonna happen. They're gonna take her to Mexico.
Oh shit! She's getting to Mexico.
She's going to Mexico.
Yeah.
So they saw you. So the parents did see you after all. That's horrible.
Damn, Bobby, you sending more girls back to Mexico than the INS. It's fucked up, dude.
So, now I have an even crazier story. That's even crazier than that. But this is pretty much similar situation.
See?
I don't know how I get myself in these situations, man.
You know damn well, dude, pussy. You know damn well how you got your fucking pussy. You want to get all these little Mexican girls. That's how you got yourself.
So I must have been about 16. This is after my grandmother died. I'm staying with this white family. And like the dad's a cop, the mom's she like does karaoke and stuff. You know, like white family I'm real cool with.
It's still in Fontana or?
Still in Fontana. I'm in love with this little Mexican girl now. After that one, that didn't fell through with the last one because the parents won't let me near her. I can't be seen now with her. I can't and then they have other family that goes there that will see us and tell. So it just got bad for me, and I couldn't mess with her like that. So I get this new Mexican girl, and her family don't like me. Same thing, like
they're racist.
They just don't speak English. They just don't.
Old school
tradition, bro. Tradition. That's I understand it. I know what it is. You know. I meet her parents and everything. Everything's cool. But they find out that I speak Spanish. They learn that I have Mexican culture. Like a lot of Mexican people don't know it, but I'm very cultural with Mexican. Like I feel like if any culture I know best, it's Mexican culture because I stay with the most Mexican families the most, and they took care of me the most. And this was the best team. We're the best friends and the best people to me. Cool. You know, It's like you just gotta take care of me.
You just gotta cross that line with us, and if we trust you, you're in, man.
Exactly.
You're in for life.
Exactly. If you cross the line, you're in. You're in. You know. So
it's about trust. That's what it's about.
So they're getting cool enough where they're like they'll deal with the relationship. They'll deal with it. We're cool. We're messing around now. We mess around. This girl's freaky. We mess around. You know. This thing, like, she's so freaky that we do wild stuff. Like we messed around one time in front of her sister.
Damn.
But her sister didn't know. So I want you to imagine this. Me and her are laying in a bed.
This is like some porn, dude.
We're laying in a bed and we're messing around, but we're under the covers, and I just like acting like I'm holding her, just like we're just cuddling and stuff. You know? just cuddling, you know? But I'm slow pumping, you know, just real slow. Don't move. Okay, that's one hit. Okay, and 2 hits. You know, so her sister's like, she's sitting on the computer, so she's not exactly paying attention.
Like a younger or an older sister?
She was a year younger than her.
Okay.
So we're like 16, 15 years old. So she's like on the computer doing her thing, but she'll like look back and she'll be like,
yeah.
Then she'll going back to the computer. And my girl might be saying something like talking, like we're just acting like we're talking, like normal, everything's fine. Oh, but then I hit her. It's crazy, bro. So we did wild stuff like that all the time. So when I tell you the story, you understand why we did this. So this is one day we're gonna try to do. I guess we're all kinky like that, you know. Like it's something about having sex in crazy places where you can get caught, like wild stuff like that is just so like, you know. And I suggest you try it. You know, get your nearest public bathroom, get your nearest movie theater or something on the road.
We went from 314 Radio to Playboy Radio.
So we did all kind of weird stuff. Like we were just wild. We did it everywhere. And this particular time, her parents are there, are home. They're up, they're walking around. Her sister's there, her big brother's there, but the little sister was gone. And the big brother is like 23, the dad's older, you know, blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of just one of those moves where we're playing around, wrestling and stuff. And she kind of like got frisky, just kind of got in the mood, you know. So she started to mess around me. So I'm like, okay, listen, if we're going to do this, you have to watch the door. Make sure your mom doesn't come. If your mom comes, we're fried.
Damn.
You know? So she's supposed to watch the door. I'm sitting on the bed. She's positioned over me. Here. That's kind of in a working motion up and down. Hey, but I can't see because she's blocking my view of the door. Right. She's in front of me.
Right.
But she's looking at the door so she can make sure, you know, sure everything's cool. Freaky. We're wild, you know. We're living life on the edge, you know. Life on the edge. And boy, I got pushed over that edge.
Damn.
So, here goes the push. I see her, and she's getting too much into it. I see her, she's starting to rock her head back, and it's like, all into it, sexy girl and stuff, you know.
This dude had to add a little bit extra, huh?
Look at that. No extra.
Add a little extra.
No lie. So, now she's getting all sexy girl, like she's getting throwing her hair back and all into it. And I'm looking like hair flying, like you ain't even looking, you know, thinking in my head, but I'm too much into it too. Now, you know, so
fuck it,
get it. You know, let's just keep going. Now you know, like, I remember there was like a light that I could see from the light in the hallway, and it was darker in our room. So the light from the hallway lets you know if somebody walks by, shadow, boom. Yeah, God.
What?
Dark. As soon as it got dark, I'm like, whew. I look, and the mom is looking through the crack.
Oh, shit.
I bounced that girl so fast off my stuff. You know what I mean? So, like, I just, get off. Yeah. Boom. As soon as I do it, like, I guess my shirt just coincidentally, like, just flop over it, you know? Just flops down. Boom. Shirt goes over it. So, like, we get up.
That says a lot about you, though. You little shit. Never mind. I'm telling you, how does a t-shirt cover it if...
Well, because I stood up. Let me explain that, too. Let me explain a little bit more in detail, then. For you, if you want to be needed in more detail. You need more detail, so I'm explaining to you more in detail. Now, if your dick is out... It is hard, and you're doing your do. That shit ain't going back in your underwear for me, personally. I don't know about other people. It's not going back in. So when she bounced off, it just did the whole, you know, bandage. It's cool, right? Your shoulders folded up, like in your belly button type of thing. So you like your dick's in your belly button. You know what I'm saying? You ever had one of those? Like you had a hard on? You ever had a hard on in school and you're like, fuck. You flip it up. Put it in my belly button. Put it in my belly button. You know? Put it in my belly button and it'll go down. You know?
My belly button.
Yeah. Put it away somewhere. You can't fuck around with these little girls and shit. And in school, you're gonna look like you fucking got cooties and shit with a fucking heart on in high school, you know? So, I bounce her off. Bounce her off. Boom. As soon as I bounce her off, I get the dick in the belly button, and then the shirt comes over. It just, I'm telling you, I'm just smooth like that. I just kind of, you know, kind of just happens in the motions.
Yeah, but you stand up and mama's watching you.
Mom was watching as we were sitting down.
So she never knew what happened.
No, she knew exactly.
She knew what
She
happened.
knew exactly what happened.
Yep.
So as I bounce her up, I pull them pants. Like I had shorts on, so I just pull them shorts, whatever. Not like we're just being cool and shit. She just comes in, she's crying. She's crying.
Mom didn't want to join?
She's crying, bro, and she's in Spanish. She's saying in Spanish. Crazy shit, bro. And this is like, I speak a little bit, but if you speak too fast, I can't catch it all. You know, you speak too fast. So she's like, you motherfucker, nigga, you fucking Kenya, you what were you fucking doing? What are you thinking? Like she's telling her girl this stuff. What are you thinking? You know? And my girl's like so stunned at the point she's never been in this situation.
Yeah.
I think I turned her out and like had her like on that freaky shit, you know, kinky shit. So she's just like,
Mom's just
nothing. We weren't doing anything. We weren't doing nothing. You know, that's all she can say. You know, we didn't do anything. We didn't do nothing. You know, so she goes gets the mom gets the big sister. The big sister speaks English.
That's what I'm talking about.
So she comes in the room, gets the big sister. Big sister's like maybe 20. You know,
perfect.
Big sister, she's like, what the fuck is going on? You know, what the fuck were you doing, my sister? Right? You know, like. I'm like, oh, she's all chilled out and shit.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
She's all chilled out. She's like,
you didn't get shanked
eyebrows
now.
and shit.
You didn't get shanked.
You know. So then the sister comes in and shit. No, but let's back that up. Let's back up because I missed a big detail.
All right.
Like I told you. Dick in the belly button.
There you go again. All right, all right. We got the dick in the belly button.
Mom's crying and shit. She's trying to say, you were doing this, you were doing this. The girls, we're both denying it.
Right.
Nothing was happening. We were wrestling.
Right.
Lucha.
Yeah, lucha.
Luchar. You know? Luchadores. I was a wrestler. Luchadores. You know, I was a wrestler. I was wrestling, you know?
Yeah, but
Anything,
as
please,
you're
mommy.
going luchadores, aren't your balls swinging all over the place?
So, this is what happened next. She's crying and shit, and we're telling her no. She pulls my fucking shirt up.
Oh,
she
Mom.
pulled the shirt up. Yeah.
Mom had to take a peek later.
Yeah, she tilted the shirt up. And my dick is hard enough. Sitting down, just so not that now. She's fucking like cussing at me in Spanish and shit, and she's poking it. She's poking the tip of my head, like you fucking pinching me. I'm like, I'm just blown away at what's happening right now. Like, never in my life, I think I'm gonna go through this situation. You know,
Shit.
blown the fuck away, bro. Blown the fuck away.
Nope. Don't have any stories like that. Not even
Shit.
close.
Right.
So that's the end of the story. So then they bring the big sister in.
Yeah.
The big sister's like, what the fuck is going on? We're like, nothing. And mom's like, yeah, they was fucking. The big sister's like, well, it's your mama. Mom's saying this and this, and she's tripping and shit. She gonna get the big brother and the dad.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
you don't. Oh,
fuck.
now you're dead.
It's going down. I'm in the room, trap. Ain't got no walls and shit. I'm like, fuck this. Ain't getting jumped. They got knives. They got guns. Break out through the door.
Oh, you
Yeah.
book?
Front door, yeah.
Naked again?
No. This
Oh, fuck.
Thank God. So I break through the front door. I'm running out of the apartments. They stayed in apartments. As I'm going out the apartments, there's these planters. You know how you have these bushes that are like be one piece, but they'll be straight and then they'll curve around and something? Yeah, it was one of those. Yeah. And I just dive over it. Dive over it. And then you know, I hear people running, you know, and you know, like a couple guys came back.
And you're hiding.
You just hiding.
I'm hiding right there the whole time, just like
Like
little
for a long time?
little 6-year-old kid, like what the fuck? Like I don't want to get jumped, and I was like,
Fuck, dude.
I'm just happening. You know? So there's this one guy that was there by the bush. He was on a bike, standing there like standing watch, like see if I was come back around or something, you know. But he sat there for like it felt like 2 hours.
Damn.
It felt like 2 hours, no bullshit. And I was on my hands and knees. And now we are, like I said, these are planter bush. There are bushes, there are leaves that fall off the bush. Yeah. And when you step on them, they go crick, crick, crick.
Right.
And you're standing 5 feet away from me, you will hear it.
Right.
So I didn't move for 2 hours.
Just
on my hands, like on my hands and knees. My knees hurt so bad, like I was on concrete, just like.
That's some shit.
You're fucking crazy, dude.
Like, I'm going to the house already. And he finally takes his ass in the house. And I'm like, I get my ass up. I run home. Because I stayed like 2-3 blocks away from her. No, maybe 4 blocks. Run home. I sprint home. Like, fuck. Get home. Get home. Get the door. And My white mom was pissed.
My white mom was.
My white mom is red. My white mom is red. She's just like, you fucked that. Get your ass upstairs. Her fucking mom came and she said, she said, she's taking her to Mexico.
Fuck. Another one.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, another
So
one.
I'm upstairs. She's like, and Jimmy's gonna get you. You're in trouble. Jimmy's the dad of the family. Jimmy's the cop. You know, big dad. You know. And I'm just like, oh, big dad's gonna come put the hammer down on that and shit. I'm like fucking scared.
What do you do?
Huh?
What do you do?
Oh, so I'm sitting up there nervous. Finally waiting. Finally come down. He calls me down. Bobby comes down. Shit, come down. Fuck. He's like, he was fucking and shit, huh? he's like, listen, you're down there fucking, and you got caught. Don't get caught. You know?
Best advice ever.
Yeah. It's cool as fuck. I was like,
that's cool, man.
This is how it is at white families. We didn't get whooped. I know I get my ass whooped if I was with my grandma still. If I was still in some black families, I get my ass whooped, you know? For sure.
No,
so,
I think it's more of a grandma, grandpa type of thing.
Shit.
Because I think every dad is like, wait, what? You pulled your dick out? You know, it's like, oh, all right, because whatever, you know what I mean? But moms, they're just crazy, dude. That's crazy, man.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, bro. It was nuts.
I think we got to do a couple stories at the end of every podcast, dude.
I got a little diamonds. I'm throwing you like that shit all the time.
Cool,
Fuck around.
man.
Just like, hey, this stupid shit like
dude.
this. I was thinking about making a fucking movie with this shit,
You
bro.
should.
Like, just
we can set it up. We can do like a documentary. We could do your whole skits, whatever you did. We can hook it up, dude.
And people are gonna think I'm doing like skits,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
this shit is real, bro. This shit is real.
That's the best part.
No sugarcoating to the shit. Like
that's the
I
best
wish
part.
I was sugarcoating and say like I was super,
Yep.
super doing this or I was super this. Like, I was scared like a bitch, right? You know what I mean? You're running like a scared little bitch running through the asshole naked, you know? Shit, I can't sugarcoat that shit, you know?
Dude, to refilm that, make it into a skit, that's funny as shit. Everybody will watch that.
Shit.
Put that on Funny or Die or something. That shit's funny as hell. Recap. Dude, Donald Cerrone's a dick, right? Now, we're talking a little bit about, like, fighting. Dude, I mean, on the list, who we got on the list?
I got a whole shit list, bro.
Who's on the top of the list?
Who's on the top? Oh, that's a good one. Damn, that's so hard.
Like, let me ask you something. Like, let me tell you, if doctor says, hey, Bobby, you know what? You did kind of sprain a ligament. You're going to be out another four weeks. But in 4 weeks, you start training. Now it's like, all right, who do you want to fight?
Damn. I have so many picks. Like, that's the thing. Like, I want to fight short notice just to give my people.
There's a lot of good cards coming up, bro.
Yeah.
A lot.
I want to fight a short notice fight just to give my people. Like, I felt like you are on such a momentum. Like you have a momentum. If you fall out of the UFC, people forget about you.
Yep.
If you're not fighting in a while, you got injured. People forget about that. So I wanted to keep my momentum going.
Right.
And now that I threw my hand off, that threw my momentum off.
Right.
So I wanted to throw a little something out there for my fans.
Yeah.
Throw another fight. Like, I didn't even know he's going to fight.
Right.
And then, you know, oh, shit, he was fighting. That shit was awesome, you know?
Yeah.
Throw a little gift out there, you know, just to keep people buzzing. Keep them buzzing, you know?
So by the time they tell you, all right, you're good to go, you're good to spar, you know your body. How quick can you get into a fight? How fight mode?
I've been bro. I've been still trying to this day trying to spar.
Yeah.
I try like I was to the point where I'll just not even throw my left hand.
Yeah.
Like it just be like my hands hurt. Like fuck it, I just use this one hand. Pop, 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 pop. But then you know, somebody tips it.
Right.
You know, somebody grabs it. You know, try rolling. It's just like it's terrible, man. So just doing a lot of running right now, swimming. Doing a lot of swimming.
Yep. Cool, man. Cool. I think we're good to go, brother. Anything else? Any other stories? Anything else you want to say? We got another podcast in a couple of weeks. We're doing it with another guest. But the floor is yours, man. Anyone else that you need to tell something to? You need to kind of let them know that you're thinking about them.
All I want to say is I'm the truth. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes out here. And I'm just here to expose it and just let people know exactly for what it is, you know? Like, if you're going to be a dick, then be a dick all the time, and you're a dick and you're an asshole, that's what it is, you know? That's cool, do you. But don't act like you're this person or be this person or don't or have a certain guideline, you know? It's certain still guidelines. We're still humans, you know? Like, I don't give a fuck where you go. You should never be able to grope another man's wife.
Yeah, man,
you know,
that's
and do
bullshit.
that shit.
Yeah, you
I
get
will
away
knock
with
you
it.
The fuck out. You do that shit to my girl. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I don't care how big you are. I don't care how small you are.
Right.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
principle. We're fighting.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're Bob Sapp or if you're Jose
you old
Aldo.
enough to know
Doesn't matter.
If you let's put it this way: if you old enough to know what you're doing, like even the kids in my family, they're old enough to know what they're doing, smacking asses. They old enough to get their ass whooped now.
Yep.
You know, you're not smacking ass, I can smack your ass. You know what I'm
made
saying?
a conscious decision to disrespect somebody's wife on purpose.
Yeah.
You deserve to get your ass kicked.
Yep.
Cool. Cool, man. With that said, David Canales, Bobby King Green, Walter Salcido, 314 Radio. See you next time. Deuces.
Peace.